Danny boy!
Go over to Meatlocker.
Time now for the picks, the selections. And last week, the beer goes to Baldy.
Thank you. Yeah.
11-5. The golden beer goes to Baldy.
I want to let you know that it was hours and hours and hours of film study, Jaws.
The 2 games.
Yeah.
Two games did it.
I didn't go to sleep.
You and Trey Thomas. Right?
Baldy took Minnesota by itself, and he took Spag and the Giants over
That's
the Raiders.
right.
That was the 2 picks he took by himself.
What were Cousin and I? What do we do?
9-7.
Respectable.
Hey, we're winners.
Respectable.
We're winners.
That's right, Jaws.
You're with us. You win.
10-6 as a group. So if you want to follow the meat picks, 10-6 versus
Jaws, you
spread.
mind? You beer me? Is that all right?
I'm
beer me?
I'm
We got a
focused.
little Heineken here?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. I'll give a little honey. Thanks, brother. Appreciate
Jaws,
it.
Heine's are good. Yeah.
So here's the deal. Picks time as we go. And now we take it to another level. Grazie, Jaws, as they say in Bergamo.
There you go. There you go. Grazie LA. Grazie LA.
I got to learn this language.
Yeah. Birra. All right.
Beta.
Grande. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to give you the score of the game. Jaws has always been giving you the score because Jaws
that's what I do.
That's what
Yeah.
you do.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm a detailed guy.
You are a detail man. So we're going to try to follow suit as you are our quarterback. We're going to give you the score of each and every game.
I'm going to detail my business as well. Here we
All right,
go.
let's start off with the Thursday night game.
Yep.
It's a great
is.
game. It is New Orleans at Atlanta. Falcons, of course, like we said, go down last week to Minnesota. Must win at home. The Saints are a 1.5-point favorite. Baldy, you begin. You got honors.
I'm taking the Saints in this game, 27-24. I think that no way. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking. Is that what you got?
Wow,
It's a
27.
3-point game,
John.
John.
That's
Hey,
the
great
worst.
minds think alike.
Yeah,
Great
so
minds
we
think
know,
alike.
Wow.
I like the Saints in this game. I do. I like the way that they're playing. I think Drew Brees is. He's got unbelievable, as Jaws says, the B word. He's got balance, and I don't see that changing. They're finding new ways to get Alvin Kamara the ball, and defensively, I think they're going to get Lattimore back this week. And he's just a difference maker.
Healthy on that side of the football. The offense is always going to click under Drew Brees. A lot of weapons, a lot of diversity, the balance that we spoke about already. It's amazing. I got New Orleans 27-24, same as Baltimore.
Look at that, you guys. All right, and that means a cover for the Saints for you guys. I'm going to give you Atlanta outright. I'm going to take the Falcons. The home team on a Thursday night is always tough. I think they are the desperate team. I think they need this game to stay alive in the playoffs. So I'll give you a high-scoring affair. The Falcons 30, the Saints 24.
Okay.
All right, now we go to Sunday. The Lions and the Buccaneers. The Lions get drilled in Baltimore. Jaws, the Lions are a 1-point favorite at Tampa. Ugly
I
one.
think Tampa starts to get it together.
Okay.
I mean, we use the word trust a lot about the Lions. It's a team I just
No.
don't. I look at them and I say, what do they do well? Nothing jumps out. Where do they struggle? Offensive line protecting Matthew Stafford, defense inconsistent. Stafford's hurt, wrist injury. I don't know what impact that will have. Throwing hand, wrist injury, not a good combination. I'm going to go Tampa 21, Detroit 17.
All right, Baldy.
I'm going to go Lions. I'm going to go Lions 31-13. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, the right side of the offense line is out. They're done for the year right now, and they struggled to overcome that last week. And this is just a lost year from the beginning. A team that was really, really highly thought of, and I don't think that they're going to turn this thing around.
All right, and your score again is?
31-13.
31-13. Wow. I'm going to take the Lions as well. Much lower scoring game. I'm going to say Lions 16, Buccaneers 10. So from there we move to Cincinnati and the Bengals, who Joe's now. We were talking about the Bengals earlier in the show. You completely nailed it. What is it about that team?
There's talent.
There's
talent on that team. Individual talent is there. They just don't play the way you have to play. We throw the word out complimentary. They just don't play. They just play, and they should win more games they're winning. And they're a frustrating team to me, really frustrating. But I do like them in this game.
I do too.
Because Chicago's a mess. And I just keep thinking back to that Eagles debacle they had a few weeks ago where they just got just got smashed. They weren't even competitive.
No, they didn't look like they belonged in the league.
No.
And we don't want to think about Cincinnati. They will fight.
Yeah.
They're a physical, violent team. I'll give them credit for that. Andy Dalton's got to pick his game up. I'm a big Andy guy, but he's leaving too many plays on the field. But against this Bears team, I think it's Cincinnati 21-10.
All right, Baldy.
I'm going to take it a little bit more now. I'm going to take Cincinnati 28-13 in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Chicago is just it's rough. It's a hard watch right now, and they don't. They're just not competitive.
All right, I'm with you. If it's anybody else, I pick against the Bengals, but it's the Bears. The Bengals are a 6-point favorite. Give me Cincinnati 30, Chicago 10.
Ooh.
All right, this next game, Baldy, you were there. You saw them last week. The Bills host the Colts. The Bills go down to New England in the showdown. Is there any hangover effect? The Bills are a 4-point favorite over the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, I saw the Bills last week, and Sean McDermott, he had a good game plan against New England. They just offensively they just can't get the ball down the field. Now, Peterman will get the start, and, he looked good in his time out there. When when Tyrod got hurt, he got the ball to his wide receivers. The reason why they gave him a start a few weeks ago in Los Angeles because, he does get the ball out of his hands. He knows where to go with it, has an idea. I like Buffalo in this game.
It went to the San Diego Chargers.
Well,
That's what he did.
It was a rough start, Charles. He wasn't ready. But
I was sarcastic.
But
I take that back, Baldy.
No, but I mean, look, I saw Shady the other day. Like, he ran the ball pretty good the other day. Buffalo's defense, they play smart. The ball's not going to go over their head. Tyrod, the guys in Indianapolis aren't going to get behind him.
Yeah, Pagano's got the Colts. They're playing hard. They just lack talent. They just don't have it. I like Buffalo in a rout this week, 30-20.
All right.
24-17.
24-17. All of us will agree. I'll take the Bills at home over in Indianapolis, 24-14. All right, let's go continue with the 1 o'clock games. Kansas City against Oakland. The Chiefs in trouble, reeling a 4-point favorite. Jaws, take this one. The Chiefs 4 over the Raiders.
Sometimes you watch a team and you say, okay, they're going to work their way out of this. There's enough talent, they're going to work their way out of it. The Chiefs had enough time. They haven't worked their way out of it.
No.
In fact, they are spiraling badly downward right now. Mm-hmm. You look at the Raiders, I think they're finding a little bit of their equilibrium. What they need to do is run the football, and they are. Mm-hmm. Their offensive line finally playing like one of the top-rated offensive lines that we thought they would be at the start of the season. I like the Raiders 27-21 over the Chiefs.
I like the Raiders, too. I actually have the exact same score, Jaws, 27-21.
Man,
it's unbelievable, man.
Hey, folks, we're not even comparing stuff here. We're not. It's just independent picking here.
I think Marshawn Lynch is going to have another big game because I haven't seen anything from Kansas City that says maybe the suspension of Marcus Peters is going to get their attention there in Kansas City. Maybe that's the right thing by Andy. I know it's the right thing to do. I mean, maybe the team will respond, but I saw Darrelle Revis out there trying to play corner. I mean, trying
to make a tackle.
Trying to make a tackle, and, trying to get out of his break. I mean, it's. He said it was rust. He looked like a little bit more than that.
How about Father Time?
What's the score say?
It says 27-21.
Wow.
We're all the same.
No, I just wrote it down here. I got the Raiders 34.
You got us,
the
cuz.
Chiefs 21. All right. Minnesota, Carolina. This is a game. This is the Vikings' third straight game on the road. Mm-hmm. They started win at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep.
They come back last week, like
Atlanta.
you said, in Atlanta, and now they go to Carolina, and they're a 2.5-point favorite. Baldy, I love them again for the sweep.
I do. I like them. I love them as well. I think. Look, Cam Newton knows what this is all about right now. I mean, either they're going to be a playoff contending team or they're not. And this is the week that they got to do it. But I don't think it's going to make a difference. I like Minnesota. I saw these double A gap looks to Cam Newton he's going to be going to bed thinking about these things. You don't know who's coming, where they're coming from. They can throw traps at you, Jaws. Like, they're going to set traps. And I don't know. Right now, I like the way Minnesota's playing. I don't think Carolina right now has enough firepower offensively to counter it. I like Minnesota 24-20.
All right, Jaws?
Minnesota 24-20.
No
Come
way.
on.
Are you serious, Jaws?
Oh, my God.
That's unreal.
That's
man.
three.
We've never looked
That's
at
like
each other,
crazy,
man.
man.
Wow.
Did you steal my notes
No,
before we
Charles,
started?
Charles, I wrote these down with this Sharpie here 2 minutes ago.
Guys, do you need to tell me something?
Do
Do you need to tell me something?
we bright minds think alike.
Yeah.
That's what we mean.
I got the Vikings 23, the Panthers 10.
Wow.
That's a beatdown.
At
home?
You've had a few beatdowns.
Yeah, I do. I don't like Cam Newton a little bit.
Yeah.
I know you
And
don't.
I think
That's a personal thing.
no, it's not. I don't like him as a. I think he's a
personal.
front runner. It's not personal.
Okay.
And not that I would ever wear a. What's that?
I don't know.
What's that called
I don't know
again?
what that thing is called. I don't know.
The thing the girls wear.
Yeah.
It's the not the onesie. It's the romper.
Romper.
Yeah, the romper. Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He wears rompers.
What's a romper?
It's your wife probably wears.
Jaws, you don't have to host a morning radio show, okay? And get people attention. Cuz got to do that.
All right. Let's go. Continue 1 o'clock games. Green Bay at Cleveland. Hold your nose.
Jaws, are we going to see Aaron Rodgers this year?
I think so.
If they win this week, they get to 7 and 6.
He's running a scout team.
The motivation to me, if I'm Green Bay, is we might get our leader back. Let's go win a game and get in the race, stay in the race, and let's get Aaron back there.
They
Let's give it the
pulled
best
it
shot.
out last week. I agree
Yeah.
totally. They go to
Overtime.
Cleveland. Cleveland's going to win a game.
Yeah,
I think
this-
Cleveland's going to win a game.
I do too. You know what? I said it on all week long in Cleveland. They got to detail their business better, but they've got talent. They've got talent. I mean, Josh.
What do you think of Gordon?
He looked good, man. He ran the ball the way he runs the way. He's just a beautiful stride. I mean, he's just a big guy that can run. So that hasn't changed. They got some shots to him. But Deshaun Kaiser, he's one of those guys, Jaws. Sometimes he makes a throw and you go, he's got it. And then sometimes you go, oh, man, you can't live with
That's
the
how he was at
inconsistency.
Notre Dame.
And that's why, when I studied him coming out, I was like, stay in school.
Yeah.
Stay in school. He's one of those
He
guys.
needed another year.
He needed more
Yeah, I
time.
agree.
He needed more time to mature
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah.
I agree.
He needed more time to work on his game. And he just wasn't ready.
No.
I'm just wildly
He was a
inaccurate.
half-baked pie.
Yeah. Baked pie. I like that.
Stay in the oven.
All right.
Get the season.
I like
All right.
Green Bay 28-13.
28-13.
I thought we might hit this one the same. 21-17 Green Bay.
24-17 Green Bay. So we're in the same neighborhood.
All right.
Now let's go to Houston, where the Texans host the Niners and Jimmy Garoppolo. What did you think, Baldy?
I
You
love
broke
Garoppolo.
down
I loved him.
Jimmy?
He was on. I told the people in San Francisco this week. I said, listen, just for a moment, have some fun. It's holiday season. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes and just think back to that glory decade and a half of Joe and
Steve.
Because that's how the ball came out. The throws that he made, I mean, you could close your eyes and see Brady. The hits that he took, he stayed in their jaws. To use your phrase, he looked down the gun barrel.
Yep.
He took the hit. He delivered the ball on timing. There was rhythm. The offense moved. And now they had to come back and win the game, but the offense
Still, no, it was impressive. I thought it was impressive.
I thought it was a remarkable performance considering he's there a month.
Yeah.
First opportunity, to start a game.
Yeah.
Real time.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy to do that. I thought he was outstanding, but I don't like him in this game. I think Houston's going to win this one 27-17 in Houston.
I tell you, I like that kid Trent Taylor for him out of Louisiana Tech.
Yeah,
I like that kid,
I do
man.
too. Yeah.
I like San Francisco to keep it going.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I do. I like the energy that team plays with. I like the middle linebacker. Houston right now, Tom Savage. I mean, I know he had a couple throws the other day. They just can't compete right now. So I like San Francisco to win 24-21.
All right. This is real, actually. This is actually real.
You just copied that?
I didn't just say.
You just looked over?
No.
Wrote that down?
No,
It's
no.
all right, cuz.
I love.
What'd you have, Houston?
I got 24-21.
24-21 Houston.
Yeah, I
No, he's got San Francisco.
I like the Niners
All right.
winning.
Yeah,
I like Garoppolo.
Well, you'll be wrong. So that's
You
okay.
stole it from me, Baldy. All right, at Jacksonville, Seattle off its Sunday night win over the Eagles now goes to Jacksonville. Tough game, tough place to play. I'll start it off. I like Jacksonville this game to beat Seattle. Give me the Jaguars 16, the Seahawks 13.
I tell you,
You
this
got Jags, but
this Jags defensive front, I'm telling you, they are going to abuse the Seattle offensive line. The one weakness Jacksonville has, they will give up some big runs. they're not really run fit like oriented. They just kind of.
So Seattle has nobody to run the ball other than Russell Wilson.
Their weakness is not going to exploit the weakness of Jacksonville. There's too many athletes right now in Jacksonville. They're all over the place.
But Baldy, the Eagles destroyed Seattle's offensive line.
Yeah, I know.
But their Russell Wilson
I know.
made the plays.
I know.
And I look this way: Bortles, Wilson.
All right.
I'm going.
But what about the other side of the ball?
I got Seattle.
Jacksonville defense, Seattle defense. You like Jacksonville's defense better?
I like Seattle's defense better.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with
No. I'm sorry. No. I like Jacksonville defense better. Sorry, I got carried away there.
I'm going to give you Jacksonville. I'm giving them the win.
If the Legion of Boom was there, I'd like Seattle.
Yeah. Well, they're not coming back. I like the Jags 23-20. I'm going to go see Jacksonville next week. I want them to win. I'm pulling for them here this week. I got a little skin in the game because I want to see Doug Marrone in a good movie.
We all love Doug.
Yeah.
We all love Doug.
He's a meat, so I'm going to go see the meat.
Can't affect my picks.
Yeah, okay.
Can't pick pick my friends.
All right, let's go to the Chargers and Redskins. The Redskins limp into Los Angeles. It's a shame, man.
Can they practice, Jaws? Do they?
No.
I mean, can Jake line up and practice?
No. I think they're signing guys on Tuesday and practicing on Wednesday.
It's been going on so long, man. I love the way Washington just competes and they're scrappy, but the Chargers are hot. And in the right reason. You watch Joey Bosa right now play, and Melvin Ingram in that group. Man. I like what they're doing.
I like the Chargers as well. I mean, Washington is. I mean, I'll give Jay Gruden
the toughest schedule in the league. The toughest schedule in the league.
Tough
By
schedule.
far.
I mean, but they just Dallas last week. They battle, they fight. They're just so beat up right now. You can't play 60 minutes without getting exposed.
I think the Chargers put up a 30 spot. 30-24.
31-21.
All right, I 34-14. The Chargers.
Man, you got blowouts.
Yeah, well,
All right.
I smell it this week.
All right, cuz. You're feeling it.
I feel it. Jets and Denver.
I love the Jets. I love that. I actually like watching.
Even in Denver?
I don't care.
No, I know Denver's Denver, but
I just like watching the Jets because I know they're not talented. I know they're far from it, but I like what Joe Lombardi's doing. I like what he's doing now.
I've never heard that phrase. I love the Jets.
Yeah.
It's been a long time before when anyone's ever said that.
Jaws,
but I love them too.
Wow.
Jets 2017.
See?
2017 Jets.
2017, that makes it 3.
Denver's a mess.
They're a toast.
And we go back. I don't want to be redundant and keep talking about the quarterback. Denver can't settle on a quarterback. You're playing musical chairs at quarterback. The receiving core not getting open, given whoever it is, Paxton Lynch, Trevor Siemian, whoever they're going to run out there now. The offense is dysfunctional right now. They've got all kinds of problems in Denver.
Your friend and John Elway said that he was embarrassed by what's happening this year.
Well, he should be.
But defense, they pay a lot of those guys on defense a lot of money.
A lot of money.
A lot of money to be stars.
Yeah.
And they're not playing like it. I like the Jets in this game because they play as a team. I like the Jets 24-20.
24-20. I'll take the Altoons as well. Give me the Jets 20, Denver 13. All right, Tennessee, Arizona. The Titans, a 3-point favorite at Arizona. George, you want to take this over? Because
I will.
When you look at Tennessee, they're a team that I have trouble figuring out.
The bottom line is winning. I mean, they win ugly. They win sloppy. You watch them. You watch them on TV. Then you plug in the tape. You kind of look for something. Why are they finding a way to win? And they're just like a nondescript football team. Hey, you look for Mariota to make a play. Derrick Henry's going to bust one loose. Maybe Murray's going to give you something. They're a very vanilla team, but they find a way to win. Mm-hmm. Defense is good enough. Offense is good enough. They slop around. The end of the game, they got more points than you. And you go, what happened? That's the kind of team they are. And I like. And Arizona has been a disappointment to me this year. I obviously the loss of Carson Palmer. That's where it started. But this is a team defensively. Back to the Eagles game. Remember the Eagles embarrassed that secondary.
But you remember when Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu was the talk of this league?
Lockdown.
I saw the Rams abuse both those guys last week. Both of them.
Yeah.
24-14, Tennessee over Arizona.
I like the Titans 27-20.
I'm going to take the Titans 24 and Arizona 13.
Oh.
So I just don't like their offense. The only move is, all right, now let's go to earlier. We had Steve Spagnuolo on the program. His Giants host the Cowboys. The Cowboys are a 4.5-point favorite. Guys, I mean, and this is not because Steve was on the program, but you know what happens when you have a situation like this and it's ugly, it's out of hand, and now all of a sudden an interim coach comes in. And, Baldy, I can see the Giants winning this game outright.
Listen, I played on a team that fired a head coach. All right, we had an interim defensive coordinator become the head coach. When I was in Indianapolis, we went to the Jets. We won our one game. We won our one game that we got. We got the emotional thing. We did enough things against the Jets in New York to win the game. And I think Spag's going to do the same thing. I think Spag's going to do a good job this week. I think defensively, I know Jack Rapper's gone, and but I think I think they're going to rally. I think they're just going to rally. I mean, I'm not impressed by Dallas.
I'm not either. Again, they ran the ball.
They ran the ball well last week, but they hadn't done that before.
And again, Washington turned the ball over 4 times, 3 early, which shaped that game last week.
Yep. You know what? I played for the only undefeated coach in the history of the Philadelphia Eagles. We had a coach that was undefeated.
Oh, really?
Did you know that?
I do know that. And
Fred Bruni.
Bruni, yes.
Was he an interim?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah.
Marion Campbell got fired.
Yeah.
Fred Bruni
Swamp Fox
came
out.
in, took over, and we won.
Won?
we it was 1-0.
Yeah.
Winningest coach ever.
Yeah.
1,000%, win. And I remember because we did everything different. Whatever Marion did, Fred did the opposite. We came in, opening game, no huddle, spread it out. Defense flipped from conservative to blitz every down. Fred was trying to become the head coach. Hey, I'm not going to be Marion Campbell. He lost his job. He didn't get the job. But anyway, you could see I don't think Spags will do that because he's going to do what he does.
You know what I do think is going to happen, though, Joe? I think Eli's going to call a lot of his plays.
He always does.
But I think he's going to take charge.
Yeah, I can see him having a big game.
At the end of the day, though, and this is why I like Dallas 27-20. Players are going to win the game, and I think the Giants are so depleted right now. You heard Spags talking about all the guys he's lost right now to injury. They got nothing. You
know who's unimpressive, Doc? Look, they ran it, but Dak Prescott was awful in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Awful.
He wasn't good.
And down the field, Dez just doesn't look like.
Does he run a route, Jones? Does he have a route that you can actually run? What does he do? He just runs.
That
and then
smoke is a good route that they run a lot of. Yeah,
he doesn't run a route.
Good smoke route. Stand, turn around.
I like the Giants 2017.
All right. What'd you score, Jones?
I had Dallas 27-20 over the G-men.
All right. I'll take the Giants 27, the Cowboys 23. Now the jewel of the afternoon games from Los Angeles.
I can't wait to talk about this.
If they play. Guys, there are major fires going on in Southern California.
Air is very unsafe.
Yeah, the Rams had to cancel practice on Wednesday because of the air quality. But assuming they play the game, it's a showdown. It's Carson Wentz and Jared Goff.
Yeah.
It's the Eagles and Rams, 2 high-powered offenses in the NFC. Baldy, want to tackle this thing?
I think that's what you're going to see. I think you're going to see 2 good offenses go at it. And I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. But I like the Rams. I like the Rams because the Eagles have not faced an offense like this all year. Look, Russell Wilson can run around. He can make plays. He's difficult to defend. That's difficult. But this is a truly diversified offense. Now, this Ram team went to Minnesota 2 weeks ago, and the Rams completely shut down Todd Gurley, and they won the game handily. Now, if the Eagles do that, they might be able to do it. But I think there's so much play action that comes off it. There's so many dual plays that you got to defend. You got this screen over here. You got this vertical route over here. There's a lot to defend. And, they're on the road the whole week in this situation. I like the Rams to win this game, 30-28.
I'm looking at how the Rams are playing offensive football right now, and I really like it. And I think back 2 years ago, Jared Goff and Carson Wentz comes out. And by the way, these guys are 2 studs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are playing at a very high level right now. And what I did earlier in the week, I looked at Jared Goff, touchdown passes and plus 20 plays. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of them. There's a lot of explosive plays down the field. And really, one thing really jumped out at me. His movement in the pocket. Mm-hmm. We talk with quarterbacks, not just plant, guy open, throw the ball. Guys not open, pressure, move. he's improved immensely in that area. The subtle little movement and throwing from a unique platform, that uncommon platform where you have a clean pocket. Sometimes you just got to flick it out this way. It just, as I'm looking at these explosive plays and touchdown passes, they haven't been clean, like drop back and throw it. He's manufactured plays. So when I see that, along with the Todd Gurley, and let's face it, Sean's done a heck of a job with this offense. He has been absolutely phenomenal.
Jaws, the ghost motion, the counter action. I mean, they give you more than any other team in this league right now.
And the B word again. They can beat you with Gurley. They can beat you with Sammy Watkins. They can beat you a lot. Robert Woods. They have a lot, and the offensive line.
Cooper Kupp.
And I'm going to go right down there to the offensive line. You watch that group. They're pretty damn good. I won't say they're the best offensive line, but they're in the top 3 right now.
I'll say this. That Andrew Whitworth might be the best free agent signing.
Best free agent signing, yeah.
Playing
well.
Yep.
Playing very well. So, actually, as much as I root for the Eagles, I think the Rams win this one 27-24.
Well, you do have some Ram roots there, Joe.
4 years, man. Come on, man. Hey, say hello to some of my friends when you get out there. They probably,
I got one. I got to ask you. I got to look this up. Go ahead,
all right. I'm going to take you guys both take the Rams. I'm going to take the Eagles in this one. It's going to be a Philadelphia takeover in Los Angeles like it was with the Chargers earlier in the year.
It won't be that. There won't be that.
Well,
it's
Sean
the
Coliseum.
Sean McVay is worried. He's instituting a silent snap count. He's worried about it.
Wait, I played in that stadium for 4 years in playoff games. The stands are so far away from the field. That place is never noisy. It's just not.
There's no home field
advantage.
There's none.
It's going to be Eagles home field advantage. Listen, I covered those Trojan games and it was loud. Just because nobody watched you guys play.
There's nobody out there saying
we had 80,000 people every game.
There's nobody.
There's Jaws. Hey,
because there ain't no white horse riding into that.
Hey.
I'll take the Eagles 33.
I just got that one, Baldy.
The Rams 31. Eagles outright. All right, finally.
Would you have that? What, wait,
33-31.
Wow.
The Eagles get there's a missed extra point, and they to get to 33. They score 4 touchdowns, a field goal, and then
I don't need an explanation. I just want to score.
All right, I give you this guy. I give you everything. You were dubious because you're like 33. That's not a football number. All right, now we go to the night game Sunday night. It's a doozy. It's a great rivalry. It is Pittsburgh and Baltimore. The Steelers, Jaws, 5.5-point favorite over the Ravens. The game is in Pittsburgh. What are you saying? What are you smelling?
I love this game. I mean, you watch Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. You watch AFC North. I mean, they just beat the hell out of each other. I think the Bengals had 9 guys in practice on Wednesday. Yeah. The Steelers are all beat up. The Ravens may be the ugliest team in football right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're 7-5. There's nothing that excites you about this football team except for maybe Justin Tucker. That's about it.
Yes.
That's about it. You cross the 40, you got 3. So that's how we look at it. Pittsburgh's a little banged up, but I'd like them to win the game. 24-23, they don't cover.
Wow, 24-23.
Yep. Ravens without Jimmy Smith the rest of the season. You going up against Pittsburgh and those wide receivers, and you don't have your ace corner.
Could be a problem.
It could be a little bit of an issue. I mean, Marlon Humphrey will get a start. I like Pittsburgh in this game, 27-20.
Yeah, I like the Steelers as well, 24-16 Steelers. All right, last one, the Miami game at Monday Night Football. Miami hosting the Patriots. So if you thought it wouldn't get ugly enough.
That'll be a home game for the Patriots.
In South Beach.
Those Patriot fans will be down there.
Yes, they will. Partying in South Beach all weekend.
They're getting sunburned right now.
Let's go.
The Patriots, an 11-point favorite. Baldy, what do you see?
The Patriots don't take games off. They don't take games off. They prepare every week.
Not in December.
No, this is their time. And Miami, to me, is just a mess. They've been a mess. And I'm anxious. I'm always anxious to see this, Jaws, is to go back. Like I got to see the Patriots firsthand last week, so I saw it. But I'm always anxious to go back and watch their game to see what they did. What was their game plan this week? Because you try to guess and anticipate, and you don't know. I never would have guessed last week that Rex Burkhardt was going to be their star player, 2 touchdown runs. But he was. I don't know who. Like, I'm still waiting for Philip Dorsett to break out. He's a Miami kid. He's down there at home. I don't know. Like, Belichick isn't going to give him
flat out fly.
He can flat out. You know, you're putting him and Cooks on the field a lot together. They didn't want to go to him at all last week, either one. But I could see them going after him this week.
And your pick?
Oh, I'm taking the Patriots, 34-20.
Jaws?
I got the Patriots, 31-21. I have them covering.
All right.
So
I have
Miami,
the Patriots.
I got Miami in 11.
Covering as well. New England 44. The Dolphins 6.
Yeah, you are.
It's blowout. It's blowout Sunday.
You got every game's a blowout.
Not every game, but you guys every game 24-23 close game. 44-6.
Hey, listen, Vegas ain't hiring her anytime soon.
All right, Jason.
Wait, Jason. Breaking news.
Former quarterback and head coach June Jones just took the job at Hamilton in the Canadian Football
The
League.
Hamilton Tigers?
Hey,
the Tiger Cats?
baby.
June's going to go coach in Canada. He's going to live in Hawaii.
And lately, I guess Baldy turned down a Tennessee job. So
Baldy, what's turn down?
yeah,
Where else go?
sources say Alabama D coordinator Jeremy Pruitt is taking the job. Brett McMurphy just tweeted that out.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
We'll go with
Yeah.
Jeremy Pruitt.
All right.
Wow.
And
Tennessee's
Herman
gonna get a
Edwards took
coach.
the job at Arizona State,
Yes, sir,
by the
we
way.
did.
Yeah.
Hey,
How about Herm?
I got to give you. I just did a little Herm story. It's Herm. You were Herm. There's always stories. So Herm calls this morning. He said, I left him a message yesterday. He said, I started to get, Herm. Hey, Ronnie J, started to get back to me, and I was really tied up. I got a lot going on. Herm got a little squeaky voice, So he gets back to me. I said, he goes, I was on a plane. I said, where are you going? He goes, I'm going back to Bristol.
To work?
I said, where are you going back to Bristol? He goes, I'm going to work for 3 days.
What? He's the head coach of the
He's
Sun
head coach.
Devils.
Yeah, so now here's
Wasn't
Herm.
he in recruiting time?
Wait, yeah, so here's so I said, so you're going to work? He goes, I planned this. He goes, this is recruiting for me. It's recruiting. So we watch him on. We watch him on
TV.
He went like 10 minutes pitching Arizona State University.
It's brilliant. It's a brilliant move. Yeah.
What are you going to do? Oh, no. Ronnie J, I'm going to go back to work, man.
Johns, he seemed to take
I love her,
He
man.
seemed to take exception to the name Devils, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's a Catholic. Herman, it's funny. There's always a coach gets hired. Well, he's too old. He's away from the game. People just make crap up.
That guy has so much energy, Jaws.
And he relates to everybody.
Yeah.
He'll
be great with kids. He'll be great with
he
kids.
will.
And you know what?
That's right now.
He does it the right way.
Yeah, he does.
You know what? I don't care if they don't win
Class
the
guy.
game. I mean, I
He'll
care.
have a good
but-
culture.
but,
He'll have a good culture.
He'll develop good human beings in that program.
Yeah.
You're right on.
Yeah.
All right, there it is. That's the latest episode of the Meatlocker. Tune in next week when Jaws will take us to China. You ready, boys?
Over to Meatlocker.